Hi, and welcome back to another episode of FoodRx. I'm your host, Julie Harrington. I'm a registered dietitian and chef. FoodRx is here to empower you and your family to make healthier choices together. So today's topic is all about cholesterol. In a previous FoodRx episode, we talked about heart health, what to eat for heart health, what to look out for, how to make sure that you're following a nice heart-healthy lifestyle. Now today we're going to talk specifically a little bit more, diving deeper into just cholesterol. So what is cholesterol? Cholesterol is a substance carried through the bloodstream via lipoproteins. They act as transporters, and these transporters act as like this emulsifier so the cholesterol can get through your bloodstream. So to visually kind of depict this idea is act as if like oil and water have to be mixed together. So as you see here, if I add a little bit of oil, they're not going to mix. So introducing our lipoproteins, by mixing them together, they can begin to emulsify. So our two kinds of lipoproteins are your LDL, which when you think L, think lousy, that's our bad cholesterol. And H, healthy, this is our good cholesterol. So those are the two lipoproteins that are helping transport this cholesterol throughout our bloodstream. So did you know that only 20% of our cholesterol is really only coming from the food that we're eating? Our body does naturally make cholesterol, and genetics does play a role in managing cholesterol levels. So the foods that we want to think about, of course, is increasing our fruits and vegetables, our whole grains, our beans, our nuts, our seeds. And what do they all have in common? They're rich with fiber, and choosing our lean nuts or our lean meats, our proteins. We want to make sure that we're incorporating these heart-healthy fats. So with that combination, that's going to be creating a low cholesterol, heart-healthy diet. So let's dig a little bit deeper into understanding our lipoproteins a little bit more. So again, we have our LDL, which is our bad cholesterol, and our HDL, which is our good cholesterol. So it's not cholesterol in our food that's necessarily contributing to our cholesterol levels rising or being lowered. It's the types of fats we're consuming. It's the type of refined grains or grains in general that we're consuming. It's if we're exercising, not exercising. So there's more than just the cholesterol in this food. So a little diagram that I have here can explain this a little bit better. So we have our saturated fat, trans fat, and unsaturated fat, which is our monounsaturated fat and our polyunsaturated fat. So we know these different types of fats, and our saturated fat, we have a little bit of wiggle room. We can consume some saturated fat, but we do not want to overexceed our recommended daily allowance. So if we do start to overexceed our recommended daily allowance, it actually raises our LDL, again, our bad cholesterol, and doesn't really touch our HDL, kind of leaves it alone. Then we have our trans fat, and this is found in a lot of highly processed foods, your hydrogenated oils, shortenings like that. So consuming any of those will raise your LDL and actually lower your good HDL levels. So we don't want that. Lastly, we have our unsaturated fats. Again, it's our monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, coming from our healthy oils, our nuts, our seeds, omega-3 fatty acids like in that fatty salmon. And what that does, it actually lowers your LDL and raises your HDL. So these are the fats that we want to focus on, because in regards to our heart health, in regards to lowering cholesterol levels, these are the fats that we want to really have that focus on, and cut back on those trans fats and really reduce the amount of saturated fats that we are consuming into our diet. So beyond just the fats that we're consuming into our diet, we also want to think about our carbohydrates. We want carbohydrates that have an added impact with that fiber content. So that's choosing our whole grains, our fruits, our vegetables, non-starchy and starchy, our beans, our nuts, legumes. All of them are going to contribute to some fiber. And there's your insoluble fiber and soluble fiber. The soluble fiber plays a really big role found in our whole grains, our fruits, or vegetables, because that actually draws in any excess cholesterol during digestion and helps flush it through our system instead of recycling that cholesterol over and over. If we have too much cholesterol in our body, it starts to block up our arteries and clog, creating plaque. And that plaque over time can lead to heart disease, heart attack, stroke. And that's what we're trying to prevent. So when we're talking about low cholesterol or heart healthy diet, with kids, I want to more focus on the colors on our plate, the variety on our plate, because food should be exciting, not focusing on food just for lowering cholesterol or only eating this because it's heart healthy. We need to think about that overall balanced diet. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of FoodRx. For more information about how to lower your cholesterol and foods to incorporate within your diet, head over to healthyfamilyproject.com/FoodRx. Also connect with us on social media at Healthy Family Project to keep the conversation going. So I'll see you next time on the next episode of FoodRx.